At 7 months pregnant, 29-year-old Nia Carter had learned how to keep smiling while her feet felt like they were carrying bricks. 5 days a week, she worked at Mason's Grill, a busy neighborhood restaurant where the tables stayed full and somebody always needed something. She needed every shift because in less than 2 months, she would be bringing a baby girl home to an apartment she could barely afford by herself. Nia kept herself together well enough that most customers never knew how worried she was. Underneath the black apron, she carried a constant calculation in her head. Rent, prenatal appointments, diapers, groceries, car insurance, maternity leave. The baby's father had slowly disappeared after learning she was pregnant, leaving behind promises and very little actual help. Nia had stopped waiting for him to become dependable. What most people at Mason's didn't know was that Nia worked again after clocking out. 3 evenings a week, she went home, changed clothes, tied her hair back, and turned her small apartment kitchen into a meal prep operation. Smothered chicken with garlic potatoes, Cajun shrimp pasta, baked salmon over seasoned rice. It started with co-workers buying plates, then neighbors, then friends of neighbors. Every order went into a worn blue notebook. On the first page, Nia had written Carter's Kitchen. Underneath it were 4 words. Someday, this is mine. She had no storefront or fancy website. Her goal was to save $5,000 for licensed kitchen space, permits, and enough supplies to turn the side hustle into something real. Her closest co-worker, Denise, believed in the idea before Nia did. One night after closing, Denise watched her load 6 packed dinners into the trunk of her old silver sedan. "You know people like your food better than half the menu in there, right?" Nia laughed and told her not to get her fired. Denise shook her head. "Stop calling this extra money. This is your business trying to introduce itself to you." Nia wanted to believe her, but dreams looked different when bills were attached to them. Some weeks she saved $60, some weeks 20, sometimes nothing. But every Sunday, she wrote down the new total. If life refused to give her a shortcut, she would take the long way. Then came the Saturday that turned Nia into a face thousands of strangers thought they understood. Mason's Grill was packed when a local TikTok creator named Brielle Hayes arrived with 3 friends. Brielle was known for restaurant reviews, shopping videos, and live streams where she rated businesses while she was still sitting inside them. She had enough followers that managers usually recognized her. Nia recognized her too, but treated the table like everybody else. Near the end of the meal, Brielle asked if Mason's could comp 4 desserts in exchange for being featured on her TikTok. Nia politely explained that she could ask the manager, but servers were not allowed to give away food without approval. Brielle's expression changed. "You don't know who I am?" Nia told her she did, but the policy was still the policy. One of Brielle's friends laughed. Brielle reached for her phone, and within seconds, she was on TikTok Live. At first, Nia didn't realize she was being filmed. Brielle told viewers that Mason's had terrible customer service and claimed their waitress had been giving them an attitude. When Nia heard her name, she walked over and offered to get the manager. Brielle turned the phone toward her. "See what I mean? Look at the attitude." Nia froze. Her back hurt. The baby had been pressing against her ribs all afternoon, and now thousands of strangers were watching her. She lowered her voice. "I'm not giving you an attitude. I'm trying to do my job." Brielle smirked. "So am I," Nia could have argued. Instead, she said, "I'll get my manager," and walked away. That should have ended it. It didn't. Someone clipped less than 30 seconds from the live stream, the part where Nia looked frustrated, and reposted it without the beginning. By the time her shift ended, strangers were debating her character as if they had known her longer than 25 seconds. Some people even demanded that Mason's fire her. The next morning, the restaurant owner called Nia into his office. He told her Mason's reviews had been flooded overnight. Nia reminded him that she had followed restaurant policy. "Then tell them that," she said. "You know what happened." He rubbed his forehead. "Nia, I have a business to protect." She looked at the envelope sitting on his desk. "What does that mean?" He pushed it toward her. "I'm ending your employment." Nia stared at him. "I'm 7 months pregnant." I know. I never cursed at her. I never raised my voice. I followed your rule. I understand. Then why am I the one losing my job? He didn't answer. That silence followed Nia into the parking lot. Denise found her sitting behind the wheel with the termination envelope in her lap. Nia looked almost numb. I did exactly what they told me to do, she said. And somehow, I'm the problem. Then she opened her banking app. $1,842. That was everything she had managed to save. Her maternity cushion, her emergency money, her Carter's Kitchen fund. Months of saying no to herself so she could say yes to something later. Now that money had to keep the lights on. That evening, Nia sat at the kitchen table with the blue notebook in front of her. She stared at the words, "Someday, this is mine." For the first time, someday felt less like hope and more like something people said when they could afford to wait. She closed the notebook. The next morning, her phone started vibrating before 8 o'clock. Calls, texts, notifications. When Nia finally looked, she saw that Denise had posted a video. Months earlier, Denise had recorded Nia preparing 40 meal trays for a church event. The video showed her surrounded by containers and steaming pans, exhausted but laughing as she worked. Denise posted it with a message. This is the woman everybody is judging from a 30-second clip. 7 months pregnant. Works on her feet all day, then comes home and builds this at night. Yesterday, she got fired for following restaurant policy. If you're local and need catering, order from her instead. Then another video appeared. A customer who had been sitting near Brielle's table had recorded what happened before the viral clip. Her video clearly showed Brielle asking Nia for free desserts in exchange for TikTok exposure. It showed Nia politely explaining the policy. And it showed Brielle beginning the live stream after being told no. Now the internet had context. People started reposting the two clips together. Former Mason's employees confirmed that servers could not give away food. Customers who knew Nia described her as respectful and hardworking. The conversation changed, but Nia didn't care about winning an online argument. She needed income. Then the messages changed too. Can you cater 12 lunches Tuesday? Do you deliver? Can I order your salmon trays? Are you taking birthday orders? By Sunday afternoon, Nia had received more requests than she could handle from her apartment. She should have been excited. Instead, she looked around the tiny kitchen and realized she had another problem. She didn't have enough legal cooking space. That's when a message arrived from Teresa Vaughn, a 52-year-old former caterer who owned a licensed shared commercial kitchen 10 minutes away. Teresa had watched both videos, but she wasn't offering charity. She was offering access. You pay me by the hour, Teresa said when Nia visited. No long lease. Use what you can afford, and if the customers keep coming, you grow. Nia looked around at the commercial ovens, prep tables, refrigeration, and storage. Everything she had been saving toward was standing in front of her. How soon can I start? Teresa smiled. Tomorrow. The next few weeks taught Nia that going viral and running a business were two completely different things. She still needed permits. She had to price food correctly. She had to account for ingredients, packaging, kitchen rental, taxes, and delivery. She undercharged for one large order so badly that Denise laughed when they calculated what was left. But Nia learned. She didn't waste her time fighting with strangers online. She fulfilled orders. She created a real menu. She opened a business account. And one Tuesday morning, Carter's Kitchen became an officially registered business. 3 months after losing her restaurant job, Nia gave birth to a healthy baby girl named Amara. She slowed down for several weeks. Denise helped answer customers and Teresa helped coordinate kitchen time. Then Nia came back, not as somebody asking Masons for another shift. As the owner of Carter's Kitchen, the business grew from meal trays into office lunches, birthdays, graduation dinners, family reunions, and corporate events. People who discovered Nia because of TikTok stayed because the food was good. A year later, she hired Denise full-time. 2 years later, she signed the lease on a commercial kitchen of her own. The first evening she received the keys, Nia walked into the empty building alone. No customers, no TikTok cameras, no strangers giving opinions. Just bare walls, stainless steel counters, and the sound of her own footsteps. She reached into her purse and pulled out the old blue notebook. The cover was bent. The first page was worn. Carter's kitchen. Someday this is mine. Months later, Nia spoke at a local small business event. Afterward, she noticed a familiar woman waiting nearby, Brielle Hayes. For a moment, neither woman spoke. Then Brielle walked over. "I owe you an apology." Nia looked at her. "I was wrong," Brielle said. "I was embarrassed because you told me no and I turned it into something it wasn't." Nia nodded. "You did. I didn't think it would go that far. But you started it." Brielle looked down. "I know. For almost 2 years, Nia had imagined what she might say if that moment ever came. Something sharp. Something that would make Brielle feel the way she had felt sitting alone in her car while strangers judged her online. But standing there now, Nia realized she didn't need revenge. "I hope you learned something from it," she said. Brielle nodded. "I did." Nia smiled politely and walked away. Because success had taught her something losing that restaurant job never could. Not every person who hurts you deserves permanent space in your life. Some people are only there long enough to reveal what you need to become next. Nia did not become successful because she went viral. Going viral almost cost her everything. What saved her was everything she had already been doing before anybody was watching. Cooking after work, saving $20 at a time, learning what customers liked, writing down orders, building something when nobody was applauding. The internet created attention. Preparation gave that attention somewhere to go. And if you're watching this while working a job you've outgrown, building something people still call a hobby, recovering from embarrassment, or wondering whether your small beginning will ever matter, remember Nia's story. You cannot control when opportunity comes. You cannot control who misunderstands you. And you cannot control every setback. But you can prepare. You can learn. You can keep building. Do not wait for everybody else to believe in your idea before you start taking it seriously. And don't let one terrible moment convince you that somebody else gets to decide how your story ends. Sometimes a closed door really does hurt. Sometimes it scares you. But sometimes that same door finally forces you to notice the one you had already been building for yourself. If this story gave you something useful to carry into your own life, like the video, subscribe to Broke to Boss and share it with somebody who may need the encouragement today. Because somebody watching right now may be standing in the middle of the setback that eventually becomes their turning point.